Hello, I'm David St. Lawrence, and I'd like to talk about spiritual rescue technology, which is a technology that I developed after about 40 years of counseling. And it was developed in response to the fact that there's a lot of different methodologies out there, and they work after a fashion, but not all of them deal with spirits. They deal with the person himself and maybe deal with personality factors and fragments and things like that. But in order to get a lasting resolution to a lot of issues, I found that we had to go back to a very early practice, and that is to perceive and communicate with the spirits who surround us. I mean, that's not such an appalling prospect, I hope, but we are surrounded by spirits on a 24/7 basis all the time. And if you experience something, the spirits around you experience it, except that their past experiences may differ from yours. So if a friendly dog comes running up to you and you sort of put your hand out and expect the dog to lick it, which it usually does if it's friendly. If you've got spirits around you that have been savaged by a dog or eaten by a dog, something like that, you will get feelings of terror, even though perhaps you know this dog. The whole idea here is that spirits have past experiences, and your daily living affects them. And when that happens, their emotional responses affect you. So let me show you how this works. Spiritual rescue technology is a way of teaching yourself to recognize the effects of upset spiritual beings on your life. And it equips you with the tools necessary to restore these beings to a good state and restore yourself to a happy and fulfilling existence. This spiritual rescue technology provides you with the tools to assist the helpful beings who are willing to work with you in achieving your objectives. In other words, there are helpful beings. There certainly are. And there are beings who are in a disturbed or unhappy state. Spiritual rescue technology helps handle both of these. Now, spiritual beings refers to immortal spiritual entities of all kinds, spirit guides, demons, ghosts, poltergeists, personal angels, and spiritual teammates. Their different behaviors have caused them to be called by different names, but they're all spiritual beings and can be addressed in the same way. You locate these spiritual beings that are affecting your life negatively, and it's not that difficult. Whenever you've had an emotion or a feeling or something, maybe impending doom, you can usually locate that this feeling is coming from somewhere. And once you do that, you're able to start getting in communication with this being. Anyway, you locate these spiritual beings that are affecting your life, you handle any problems they may have, and then you set them free. It's as simple as that. Or you persuade them to work cooperatively with you. Now, you can do this on your own or with another person to help you. A number of people have read the material I've written and promptly started using it on themselves with no help from me at all or from any established group. Spiritual rescue technology is different from many other spiritual practices in that we recognize that spiritual beings are alive. They are intelligent. Many of them used to have bodies, but they don't now. And they have goals and purposes that may or may not be aligned with our own. You see, the spiritual beings that surround you could be a departed relative. It could be something from an ancient civilization. Spiritual beings are immortal, after all. They accumulate a lot of knowledge and a lot of painful experiences while they're in bodies. Once they're spirits, it's a little bit different. But the secret of spiritual rescue technology's success and ease of use is in understanding that caring communication is essential in rescuing these beings from the problems they can be stuck in. Caring communication is communication where you're willing to be or assume the viewpoint of the being you're talking to, with the intention of raising them in tone level, raising them out of the situation they're in. Is actually that easy. It can be easily learned. You communicate in a caring way with spiritual beings. Get them to let go of incidents that are affecting them adversely, and you set them free to create new futures. The amount of relief that this will give you is absolutely amazing. And I will continue in the next little video and tell you more about this. Thank you very much.